Hello again, Misfits. Welcome to a snapshot here. We're taking a look at Asteroid Dice. I'm excited to play this one. Actually, we kind of did. So the game is actually pretty simple. You have these great foam dice and you have these sets of cards. Now, everybody gets their own hand of cards and it's got these cool little robots on the back. I guess these are robots. Like, they're kind of robot-y looking, right?
Yeah.
So
they're cute.
So they're adorable, and everybody gets the hand that you get is identical. Everybody gets the same cards, as far as I could tell. I've looked through these a few times, and they all look the same. So the idea of this game is everybody picks a card from their hand, puts it down on the table flat. Then once all the cards are down, everybody counts to 3 and flips the cards over. Now the trick is that you generally want the highest die on the board. Problem is when you match someone else's card, you're going to run into problems, and that's where the foam part of the dice comes in. So basically, you flip it over, flip the cards over. If it's unmatched, you get to have the dice. It's yours. There's a couple of special cards in here too as well. There's a loser toroid is what they call it, and one other card. And basically, those cards have their own little abilities. But if they match, you're also going to get in a fight over that as well. So generally, you want to be unmatched all the time. But when they do match is where the fun part of the game comes in. So if we say pull 2 cards and me and Tom play and we pull the same, we flip over the same card here. The idea is, and these are wild, so there's kind of everything, but the idea is we both have to grab for the dice that matches it and chuck it at each other, like so. Boo! I guess I knocked myself out too. Well, it doesn't matter though, because basically the last person who is hit wins. So everybody's got to simultaneously grab for the dice. Whoever gets it chucks it at the other person. Now you're encouraged to dodge and duck and weave if you want. It's not a matter of like you just stand there and take it. Add a little fun to the game. Of course, they recommend you don't have small cats and pets and breakables nearby. So that might be kind of a problem in my house when I have to move stuff around. House. Yeah, it might be, but we'll set up an area for it. And basically, the last person who is hit wins that brawl. They get to keep the cards that they're taking. They actually put the card that they want. Well, actually, sorry, that's for later. So they get to keep the cards that they took. They get the dice that correlates with it. So basically, they win. Now, the people who don't win basically have to choose from the dice that is left at the end of the round, because there's going to be some cards, obviously, that come out that weren't picked. But they get last pick, that's the thing. And the same thing happens with the loser toroid and the other special card, except they get to choose any dice and chuck it at each other. Basically, the dice that you picked is the one that you're gonna, or that you have on your card is the one that you're gonna keep. As soon as everybody has their dice, because everybody's gonna have a different dice, either through brawling and losing or winning, or because nobody matched, everybody has a dice, you're gonna roll it onto the table. Everybody rolls the dice. And you start with the highest numbered dice first. So I would start with this dice first, a 20-sided, and roll a 10. And you go down from there. Now you're encouraged to knock and mess with the other person's dice. If you knock it off the table, the play actually continues on the floor. It isn't like you knocked him out of the game. So that's kind of cool. But say that I roll a 20 on here, or 19, let's say, and that person's gonna win because highest takes all. So you're very encouraged to sit here and try to knock that down to 11, in my case. Now, the thing is, you still want the highest roll, but you don't want, obviously anyone else to take it because they might roll higher than you. So you got to be kind of careful what you knock, and obviously it's a fun game. You're just going to chuck stuff willy-nilly, but that's the general strategy of the gist. So you're going to roll, and whoever has the highest basically takes the cards. Pretty simple. You get all the cards that are in the pot, and you actually keep the card that you put in to use for next round. And basically you keep doing this over and over and over again until somebody runs out of cards. And that's pretty much the whole game. You add up the cards at the end of the game, whoever has the most wins. Very, very simple. Very, very cool. I like the theme of it. I like the fact that it's just foamy dice that you chuck at each other. I can see this being a problem for some people, though, who can't contain themselves. Don't know anybody like that.
Why are you looking at me like that?
I don't know what you're talking about, buddy. But it looks like a lot of fun. This is definitely a very lighthearted, very silly game. And the guys who were at Gen Con were tossing these dice around like nobody's business. It's just a fun little, cute idea, and I like it a lot. Asteroid Dice, guys. That's my take on it.
Don't forget the Kickstarter.
Oh yes, I'm sorry. The Kickstarter actually has, and this is not an expensive game. You could definitely get in on this and not blow the bank, obviously. But the Kickstarter comes with 2 extra dice. It comes with a 4-sided which I honestly, I don't know about you, but I just like having foam dice, even for like a D&D session. And you could fancy them up and paint them up a little bit if you want. But
I'm going to definitely play with these on D&D night.
Oh yeah, 100%. And so the Kickstarter version has an optional 7 dice version where it comes with a 4-sided foam dice and another 10-sided, but the 10-sided has percent. No, it has 10s on it. Yeah. So like the 9 is a 90 and the 8 is a 80. And it's just extra dice. Plus they're colored a little bit differently. Like these are not bad, but they're very plain. I think the lava ones look prettier. Like maybe they put some more stuff on them and whatnot, make them prettier. Because yeah, some painting in the numbers would be cool. That's why I get in the Kickstarter, guys. That's basically the gist of it. But guys, thanks again. This has been awesome. We like this game a lot. We're gonna just putz around with it. It's a lot of fun. Just if you want some silly, off-handed fun, and chuck dice at people, which we always like, and still play the game. Hey, it's a win-win. So guys, take it easy. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Don't forget to like, subscribe, put some comments in below. Of course, Astro Dice, check it out. Don't forget, as always, to game on and toss some dice. That's great. Yeah. They are very bouncy. I do like that.